welcome back to my channel, Antoinette here. It is that time of the month where I actually get to do my April flip through on the day of the last of the month and post it. So happy 30th of April to those of you watching today, and to those of you that are planning on celebrating, enjoy your Valpurgisnacht and Beltane tomorrow. Here we go, my journals. So the Moon Diary, as you know, or if you don't know, because you've not been here before, my favourite diary ever, which I use for my tarot journal. And in here, I didn't get to work with the dandelion, for those who were curious whether I was going to have time to put it into my workings this month. But actually, I lie. I think I had some dandelion tea, but I had a tea bag with it already in, so it's not like I went out of my way to do anything with it. April. So I had a really busy month. Let's just start from the beginning, shall we? And occasionally there was a day where I didn't do anything, but for a couple of words in here. But this is where my daily pulls get elaborated on. So I pull them, write them in my main tarot journal, and then if I want to write a bit more about them, I put it into here. So there we go. It's been a really busy month, to be fair. I haven't had a lot of time for much else other than work or my kind of downtime for my mental rest, playing in here, doing a bit of journaling. And as you see, I didn't get around to writing up much about the moons, and I certainly didn't get around to adding any notes in. And then for May, I will be bringing this herb into play in May. So it's the mint plant for May, which is an air element. I didn't realise that mint was air, so it's air. It's related to Mercury and Venus, so we've got communication in there. It's masculine in gender. So of course, garden mint, spear mint. What else do I have in the garden? I have strawberry mint out there. I don't think I've got any chocolate mint. Someone tried to give me some years ago, but I don't think it's grown. I think it's gone now. So yes, I've got plenty of mint in the garden that I can bring into this. And I just realised I actually have mint shampoo and conditioner in the bathroom. So lots of ways in which that'll be coming through my month. Intentionally or not, it's there. So it must be like a seasonal thing in which case. And then we have my journal. So just shove these things back a bit. This is the one I started for April. I have left that bit blank because that's probably where my year ahead spread's going to go, which I'll be doing in end of May, sorry, for my birthday. And then should we come down a little bit, look at pages. So as you can see, the theme we went with here is blue, and it looks like I'm emanating it here on my fingers as well. So that's my grid that I draw, which you can get in many diaries, and that's my month ahead or my daily pulls. So with my keywords or a little phrase, and then here is the cards that came from my year ahead spread. So they're written in here as well. And then just some stickers. Nothing fancy about this one. The decks that I've wrote down to work with was the Witch's Oracle, the Light Seers, Tower of the She, and carrying on from the last couple of months, Rompi della Luna, as and when. I don't think I've worked with it. I can't remember if I did or not now, but maybe for one spread, and then that's it. I haven't worked with it since, so I've not brought that one to show. And the Beltane Oracle, which arrived the day before April, actually, so I wasn't expecting to have it. So it arrived the day before April because I pulled it there as my card before I went to bed. And we have the Aries New Moon spread from Ethne Dawn, or ethne.com. And as you can see, it's very basic, written about the moon that we have, what the energies are, the questions that she brings out, and then the spread itself with some stickers and my writing of what my thoughts and reflections are after that. And then I have my week aheads, which are marked up quite clearly. So we have my 3 focal points. So focal point for the week, obstacles and blockages I might encounter, and actions I need to take. And then reflections on the week. So what did the week bring? What did I miss? What lessons were learnt? Those sorts of questions go into that one, or just a simple throw down and see what I get. And interestingly with this one, I have those cards. And then I put the final message. I think instead of pulling an oracle card, I dropped out another 3 cards from the deck. Okay, so I used 2 decks. So we used the Light Seers for this spread, and then I pulled the Tower of the She for the final message. So that's why that's there. And I'll just put it in. And again, it's all just stickers and coloured pens. Here we go. This is a fun one. This is my throwdown page. So I've done this for a couple of months now. I'm quite enjoying it. I decided to try and do this one as bricks, like an old stone brickwork that holds, foundations. Something that does foundations and holds you up. So that was my idea here, and the multicoloured one at that. And one of them, I put the song lyrics there. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall. I think some of you will recognise that one. And just a little bit there as a space filler, be happy. So I quite enjoyed that, and they're all different. So I still kept like the date, the mood, the question, and then my feelings and focus, as I've been doing for the last 2 months now. So I've kept all that in there. Yeah, so in general, I quite enjoy doing it. So watch out and see what comes next month. Then we have a week ahead spread again, and as I said, these are usually for my Monday to Friday, so that'd be my working week. And I'm back to Tower of the She. Tower of the She was meant to be my spread deck, and then the Light Seers was meant to be my daily pulls. And I was also working with, because Kim from Abundant Life Tarot was working with the Tarot of the She, and she did the Light Seers Tarot, and she did a Light Seers challenge, and she also has a Facebook group where you can post your findings and things in there, and she's got it on her YouTube channel, just some teachings and her own kind of musings about the deck as well. So if anyone's interested to take a little deeper dive with the Light Seers, then she's doing that one, or did that one for the month of April. I don't know, actually she might have even started it in March, so, but of course you can pick it up anytime. So I have taken pictures of the deck I'm working with, and there's one there for my oracle, and I didn't write anything about it. So there you go. And staying with my main theme of blue. The full moon in Libra, again this was from Ethne, and anyone who's eagle-eyed can see that that's a Light Seer spread that I've used on this one rather than Tower of the She. I'm not sure why, it just obviously called to me, and my writing's about that. I like to I can use 2 pages for this because it just gives me room and space to breathe, especially when there's so many questions to answer. And I like to define the full moon, new moon spreads from the rest of my what's going on. So here we have my week ahead spread, Tower of the She, and I've done the speech bubbles, and you can see I've photographed my 3 cards that came on my first pull, and then I've used stickers to wrap up my week and pop them in here. So I think all on that page worked quite well actually, with some bubble writing and just primary colours, and I've got my fans down here with a bit of gold and red. How can I slow down to be more present? This is a simple Sunday spread from Dawn Michelle at Boho Tarot, and using my Tower of the She and my Witch's Oracle for a pull at the end of the spread, and we were looking at what am I, in order to be more present, what do I need to disconnect from, and what do I need to focus on, and what should I appreciate, and then just kind of oracle card to pull it all together. Now on this day, working with the light seers, I didn't want to journal per se about my cards. Instead, I felt the need to draw my card into my journal. So about this time of year last year, I think I was doing a lot of journaling and drawing in my journals. So I guess it's no surprise that it's there again this year, a little bit of fire creative energy. And Six of Swords it was from the light seers for anyone who's keen-eyed and recognises the image, although my drawing's perhaps not brilliant. And when I was drawing it, I kind of was seeing if I could connect to the card and would the card speak to me. So I drew it all up and I wrote here, listen to the wind, feel its energy within, where is it telling you to go? And then I've just in brackets here, take me to the magic of tomorrow. And that's a line from Winds of Change by Scorpions, for anyone who recognises the song. So I wrote that on there. And then it was after I posted and shared this in Kim's Abundant Life Tarot group that I realised the card had spoke to me. I thought it hadn't, and I was just journaling for the sake of journaling. So quite interesting, and what you forget or what you don't realise, what you take for granted when you're using tarot and your intuition kicks in. So I hadn't really realised it's spoken to me, and there's what it was saying to me. And then further on, after reflecting, I think I did a bit more shading and colouring on this, and added some more blues. And some songs from Roxette, songlines from Roxette came out. So I've got listen to your heart when it's calling to you. I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why, but listen to your heart before you tell them goodbye. And join the joyride. So that's two different song lyrics, all merged into one. So I thought that was quite cool. Six of Swords is one of my favourite cards anyway, that whole guiding you, taking you off in a new direction. And that feeling of someone's got your hand in air, taking you with them. Sorry, I just needed some tea. Now then, these are two spreads. So this is, cannot pronounce that name, Love and Money, Amaterasu. Sounds like tiramisu, right? But it's not. And this was a spread to help navigate my day when I know that I have plans ahead. And this again is one from ethnic.com. And questions and things, and then that's just me using the colours related to this goddess, the goddess energy. And as you see, I've drawn like a big, could be a sunflower, could be a sunshine, some bright yellows, and just having a bit of fun with some colour really and expression on the page. So that's this one. And over here I have the Beltane Seasons of the Witch, and I think this was actually the deck interview. Yeah, I've written it there. So it's the deck interview that I did with Seasons of the Witch. 7 questions, and I have a feeling, where did I get that interview from? Because I know it's not the one I used from Chris at Elemental Cartomancy, so this must be, maybe this was in the actual deck itself then. So I've actually taken a 7 card spread to do, and I just go to picture, stuck in, and the rest is just colour pens. Then we have Sasha Graham's 365 tarot spreads. I decided to actually use, it's not long into my collection, but I actually decided to use it rather than keep it on the shelf as a reference book. And for those who don't know, there's a spread for every day, and on the 22nd of April, it was Earth Day. I used my Tarot of the She, wrote down my questions, decorated my page, took a picture of my spread and I've stuck it on there. It was Earth Day, so I've done kind of like what I thought were earthy colours. And then I've written my spread out here, correspondences to each card, each question. Now her spreads are not for the faint of heart, they're big. So this was a 9 card spread, hence the reason why I stuck in additional paper. And then there was one called the Defensiveness spread. So I've put that in here as well, again from Sasha Graham's. And this one was done with the Tarot of the She, so I took a picture and put that in the bottom. Week ahead. So this is the week we've just had coming out of, so 25th to 29th of April. And I am feeling the need for some speed. So I've got that some of my more fun washi tapes I use for birthday presents, my trains and cars, lots of primary colours to match in with the blues. And as you can see, I've changed up what I was doing with my bubbles again, just to be playful, bring in the playfulness and have some fun. And left the white space as it is on the page to give it space to breathe. So that's that. Now, Jonathan Daly on YouTube has a Facebook page as well called Daily Tarot, and he likes to make spreads. So he created this spread, and it's called the Unmasking Spread, 3-card spread. Why do I hide behind a mask? What do you wish people knew about you, and how can you be more authentic? And I use Tarot of the She to do that. As you can see, I've drawn an actual mask on my page in a very light coloured pen, give it a stick, that's it, and some washi tape to match the colour. And then written up my answers. No pictures for this time for that one. We have my Inner Child Hug, which is from the Embroidered Forest, and she puts these out on Instagram all the time, so I took it from there. I've drawn it into here. There's the shape of the spread, the questions for the spread, and then I've put my answers there. And that one was done using Tarot of the She for this one, and I've used my Rider-Waite stickers, which don't match the pictures, but give you an idea of what we pulled. Then we have the Solar Eclipse in Taurus, so freshly done, freshly off the press, this one. So this is tonight, and the spread is from ethnic.com again, and it's 5 cards. There's the questions, I've drawn up my cards, and I've actually written my answers into the spread on the sheet here, and a bit about what the moon is and what it brings in again, so I've got an idea of what I'm looking at with this new moon. And over here I have the Boho Tarot and hashtag Simply Sunday spread again. This one is how can I connect more fully to the universe, and this brings me wisdom, this brings me love, and this brings me wholeness. And as you can see, it's big stickers I had to mark out my areas on the page. Then we go into May. May so far looks like it's going to be colourful, and I have written the monthly herb in the bottom, and then just so you can see, we have a throwdown in May ready, and my week ahead ready to go, and that's it. That's as far as I am into designing May. I'm not normally as far ahead as I have been so far this year, so we'll see whether it starts to change now coming into the rest of the year. Do I slow down, and do I start to take stock and spend time in the garden? Okay, so what were the tools I was using? As I've said, I was using the 365 tarot spread by Sasha Graham. It's 365 pages of tarot spreads. That's exactly what it says. Many are 10, 11 card spreads, so you do need some time to sit down with this. It's beautifully done. She explains about the spread. So, for instance, 7th of May, we have the Bourbon Street spread on this day. So, you want information about on this day, it's to do with New Orleans. You've got cast your cards, and then your questions. So, sometimes she gives, like, we've got prostitution, how are you selling yourself short, gambling, jazz, dancing, drinking, food. So, she links it to, obviously, Bourbon Street is drink. And what do we do? Let's just have a quick scan read here. Jean-Baptiste Lemoyne de Bienville. The city's distinct European flair is due to its previous French and Spanish ownership. And then Feeling Hedonistic and Wicked. Bourbon Street marks the oldest part of New Orleans and focuses on tourist centre. Known for its bars, strip clubs, transformed from a red light district to a corporate tourist centre, the spread uses the shadier elements of the old Bourbon Street to inform its questions. Let's take it there. I will be honest, I'm not sure. I haven't paid much attention. She also puts a card down the side. Now, I think this might actually be the card for the day of the month. The day of the... Yeah. Why do I think that? What of the devil there? Is that a hermit? I don't know them. The aces. The devil twice. So I don't know. It's not that. I haven't paid enough attention to the front of the book to recognise why it's there. But she gives you some great questions. Great write-up. Great lead-up into the book. And as I've already said, lazy me didn't read it. And she has some great books out, actually. There's lots of really good books by Sasha. She's just got a new one out, which Jonathan Daily Tarot has just an interview with her on YouTube. If you want to see that, you can pop over and have a look. And she's sent the spreads, so she's listed the spreads into kind of categories there at the back. What do we have here? Hanged Man, November the 6th, Hermit card, spread. So you've actually got spreads for some of the cards as well in here. Did not spot that. So there you go. That's the 365 Days of Tarot spreads. Which decks did I use? Okay, so we had the Light Seers Tarot. And while I was working with our Kim at Abundant Life Tarot, I decided to edge my deck. Now that one there, those are metallic cards. So I wanted to create this weird pinstriping effect in my deck. I'll split them up enough. Might do. Obviously it depends on how it shuffles, but I've got this strange pinstripe. So I've actually got 3 colours in there. So I've got a metallic pinky red. I use what should be an orange, which is slightly paler, and then I use a red, which is the deeper red. And so one looks washed out, one looks dark, and one looks like it's dirty. And that's kind of what I was going for. And I really like where it came out because everyone does the standard green, don't they? I haven't seen many other colours on these. So the deck doesn't really need to be introduced, does it? It's a beautiful deck. It's really easy to read. It's a great intuitive read. It spreads colour-wise. Kind of feels like the new RWS in many ways to me. It feels like the one that so many people go for. And the book that comes with this is lovely. So I like that. It has shadow side, dark side. And it has little affirmations in it as well. For people that want an affirmation for the day. So if you pull one card for your day, you can get the book out and you can get your affirmation. So I do really like this deck. I think it's beautiful. And that's one of my favourite towers, I think, within my collection. And he is one of my favourite King Swords, actually. So this deck does hold a few of my favourite cards. But yeah, so that is the Light Seers Tarot. And for the most part, as I was saying, I use that for my card of the day or day ahead spread. I'm not going to go in there with it. So only thing with this, isn't it, is the card stock is so thick, it just doesn't play ball. So we have the Light Seers there. Then we have the Seasons of the Witch Beltane. This one comes with a great guidebook, which you do need to use, I think, when you first get it. You've got your gold, and I have done a walkthrough on this one. And I like the colours. I like the colourway. I like how it's coloured, but it's watercoloured. It's muted. I like, say, this card, so we have boundaries. That is quite intuitive. Some of them aren't so intuitive, because for instance, I wouldn't really necessarily know what a goat was for. But the goat says, fearless I am in the path I choose, for I've never been led astray, always finding my way. So I guess that's telling us to, you know, follow the path that we are choosing and not to let other people tell us otherwise. But as far as the deck goes, this is really beautiful. So I started pulling from here a card a day at night time, and then I just pull a card if I needed inspiration throughout my day. If I had a crap day when I got home, I just pull a card and see what I got. This one, perfect for Beltane. May Day celebrations. Yeah, so I quite liked using that one. Now, it's a bit juxtaposed, as in, it's not quite, for those who like to match their decks, I don't think it's quite in the same colourways as this one. But it did seem to go well with this one. Now, Tower of the She comes with a great guidebook. I have walked through on this one, but the guidebook doesn't give you a lot of information on the card. You get a couple of keywords and then you get a little poem about the Fey energy within your card. And this is the size of the cards, usually. Now, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Maybe there, show you on the backs. I actually trimmed mine down, so I'm trying to match it to the size. So these cards fitted exactly in the box. So by showing you the base, you can see I've taken a reasonable amount off, I think, to make them easier to handle. So much easier, because otherwise they were the same size as the book, approximately. You just can't see, can you? That really doesn't show a lot of what I've done. So anyway, so they got a trim and they got some colouring. I went with bright yellow, so I'm really feeling the bright colours. And trimming wise, I don't think they've done too badly. So you can see I've kept the borders, but I've just made them narrower. So this one has different names. So we have dancers, dreamers, makers, and warriors. And then you get key phrases at the bottom. Now I did actually use the key phrases this time. Before now I haven't used it so much, but I did. I used them, and sometimes they gave some really good kind of messages. Do I use it as an oracle? Not so much, no. So with Dreamer 6, which would be your 6 of Swords, we have the Insights Voyage. But I'd still use that in conjunction with what the 6 of Swords means. So being guided, new paths, you know, moving away, going forwards. And with this one, the Insights Voyage, so it's kind of like, where do you need to go? Like inside, where are you being pulled to? Where are you heading? So yeah, that's how I've been using this one. That's our High Priestess. And I do think, because I was using it with Beltane, so I did find, but not many cards, I don't have one of these and put these, but I found that, whether it's because I kept the borders on and the borders separate it from this card, I'm not sure if that was what the secret was here, but together, they did look quite nice down on the table. Something I'm learning to appreciate, it's not something I used to do. And they sort of read quite well together as well, given that this is Fey energy, we're coming to the Fey months anyway, and this is obviously all Fey and fire and growth. So those were my spread cards for the best part of the month. And then the other deck I was working with is my Witch's Wisdom Oracle. Again, look at this. All 3 decks have been modified and edged. This is, I can't remember how many different colours of blue I used here. 3 or 4 different colours of blue, including a metallic one, which is the one that gives a strange silver line. And obviously it's been trimmed. And again, this one, and there's my book. For those that haven't seen it, so that's a book that I've rewritten and put into a little one. And then, readings-wise, these paired really well. These were my favourites, I think, to pair together. I think it's kind of because the colours are so bold, but it's a small card. It doesn't feel like it overpowers the message from the tarot. See the moon, the silver bow of love. But yeah, really enjoyed using both of the oracles. Really love using this deck. But that has been those are my cards. Okay, my reflections for the month. Thank you for watching. If you got this far, let me know what you used. Do you rotate your decks like I do, or are you just a one deck person? And what is your favourite deck that you do use if you have one? That's everything from me. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.